Hello everybody and welcome back to Comic Studio, but you might able to be remember around here for somewhere as well. Even back in some other kinds like the early years for something after Steven Universe. So this isn't gonna be for one collaboration for something as well. And because sometimes that things have just gotten for a little bit for one thing of course as well. That even though that you remember Star versus the Forces of Evil that I probably mentioned around here in this comic studio exist. So let's get right here to the Evilized Infection comic studio using as a studio crossovers like anybody has just absolutely turned into something like whenever to do this as well. Even that you're going to be choosing whatever you want, it's going to be into the description to check out all of the comics that you're going to be browsing like anything you want, especially you're over at age of 13 users to access this website. So let's go with the forces. So even though this isn't going to be what I just actually tried to do, so I'm going to be getting right back here for something else. So the logo is going to be right next to that thing as well. So I'm probably going to be saying Star and right over here, but I'm not very sure. This is actually Star Wars, but unfortunately the Honkai Star was absolutely probably getting even worse than I never imagined for it to do. I cannot believe it because these are probably anime or adult content for their relevance that we probably never sure that anime is an adult content, right? Since that child safety rolled off in last month, that we're almost eventually back in for a couple of days or weeks ago, even though you have 3 weeks left, you have 5 weeks left around silly cookie run stuff and terrible things that I'm not going to be very sure. So if we're gonna be keep on searching around Star, and as you can see there is Five Nights at Star Butterfly Comic Studio. This isn't going to be for around here, and it's just like the pizzeria for just something about here. So let's get around here for this, shall we? This hopefully got 2 characters, and probably there are 4 missing around here. So they don't mention around here that won't able to be coming soon around here. That this is actually going to be for around here as these. So nobody is straight like anybody as well, and probably there are nothing anywhere as possible. So there is includes subordinates rights that nothing is everywhere could be for around here, especially the crossovers contains Unikitty that I already seen this already when I was probably remembered around here that instead of like there's nothing everywhere over here, so we're definitely not very sure this isn't going to be everywhere as well. So this is completely underrated that we never completely sure as we're completely looking around here. So this is the logo over here, and there was nothing over here for somewhere. It's absolutely coming from Disney Comic Studio over here, but I cannot believe that we just never seen around here before. But I can't show anything around here for somewhere. So I wasn't gonna be able to move on for 5 nights at this thing as well, so I won't believe this isn't going to be for one insanity thing as well. So I gotta get around here for somewhere else, and before that we're gonna continue this off. So that don't mention around here for some sort of a little bit of a long time. So I cannot explain that we're going all the way up here. As you can see here, this is totally big as well. The backgrounds, like the Five Nights at Freddy's, are probably like the same, but exactly could be right here, and there's blackouts over here. So this is herself, but probably you make things even really herself as well. You probably definitely clicking around of this that leads this for leading this to Wikipedia. But I cannot believe this is going to be itself for this. I cannot believe this is going to be for, without further ado, so I can't try to find out. That must be for itself. So I'm gonna be choosing for this one and using for exactly for this and this, whatever. This is going to be not the same as well, and hopefully that wouldn't going to be better as well. So I'll be putting around for something over here without any jump scares. So there's nothing need to worry about here by using any characters. So there's nothing even beyond of its well that I just gotta be using some spoilers and for some kind of studio crossovers. That changes the front into this thing as well. This is not totally for this thing as well, because that thing could be that I'm not very sure. This is the front from Star versus the Forces of Evil, so let's get around here. I won't be able to be using for some kind of studio crossovers. This is herself, and probably there's that I'm not gonna be very sure. There is Moon Butterfly over here, but I can't believe this is going to be the Star Bubble Fly over here. So there's Ludo and the Pony Head. They're probably missing as well, such as Riviera Butterfly. So I cannot believe that must be Ludo over here. I can't believe won't be going to be very much sense to this, but this is actually look like Marco Diaz, but I'm not very sure that we're gonna be using some crossovers. It definitely appears here to use some Cookie Run Comic Studio over here. This completely changed everything, as things have just turned around here like this, and for some kind of other kinds of reasons. So I definitely going to be searching around and look for a little bit more for such as this. And I want to show you to look around for the user comics, especially not like them that I just eventually added Cookie Run characters. Overall throughout the series around here beyond 5 nights at Star Butterfly. It was since back in last year, but I never completely found out what itself to do this as well. So somewhere in the amazing digital circus around here, that Pomini was very in trouble. That Star Butterfly is here for one time before the jump scare, and it's completely blackout and turns 6 a.m. and she was probably okay. Hopefully, in night 2, that Pomini already survived as well. Then the N-word for some sort of like this. Probably this could be from Tony Fox, and right, it's absolutely for the owner itself for one thing. So she said, "Yeah, well, yes, it's kind of creepy in here. So you're saying I need you to take over to you tonight? I need to take over tonight for some sort of like this. Well, no worries. I can handle myself. Okay then. Be careful, by the way. Note, what could worse that could happen around at night too. So, this is absolutely never again that the N-word could be for around here that it says, honestly, it's not bad in here. I wonder what Pomini is talking about. It's not so scary. As the lights go out, I can hear something coming. What's just gonna fix here for something? Almost there. I don't really think. It eventually turns on automatically and slams the door. Never again for around here until 6 a.m. has finally come. But then comes to do this as well. Clone N-word, you should take over Pomini or job. She told me to ask for something. As soon as where it is, until night 3 have came arrived. So, this is surprising night this is gonna be wearing before that large lounge here as well, but I'm not very sure. It's not could be for around itself. But the first time that she could be able to find for some sort of jump scare overall. So let's see over here for around here. And I guess she jump scare and the camera won. Now, he won't be able to be using this again as well. And sometimes that some of those things that pretended to be like animatronics that her friends look like anything as well. How did it get here? You left the door open. And this is absolutely not cheating over here for this thing as well. He goes for frying pan time until he already survived another night. But even though that another night has just come again, Clone Inward, are you okay? I better use my revival of the powers. He is still alive. Well, thank you, Leah. I never believe that I revive you, but this time you became helpful. You're welcome, she said. So that was probably the end of like those things as well, but I can't able to be showing this what is actually going to do for about the series. So let's probably look like anything around here like the Star versus the Forces of Evil look like. Even though this could be for imagine this, that anybody is going around here in the Star Pizzeria, and could be for around here as well, that having fun a little bit for some kind of Puyo kids around here. This includes South Park characters and Cookie Run characters around here, like the Kingdom NBC, like the General. So, probably that must be a little bit more for around itself, like Allie, Amite, Marley, and right over here for this thing as well. This includes Meguro and other itself, like the Skater Cookie and other kinds of South Park characters. Even there is Rupert, Barney Calhoun have been joined forces with Almond Cookie inside the security room. But outside that, after the incident, but I'm not very sure, they are on the case all night long. Within the Black Mesa security guards, within the general over here, with besides there's 2 generals and 2 police officers, one for the South Park, one for the Henry Stickmin. So that will be it for today's video as well. I guess this is going to be the 2 links in description below. The next video that I'm going to be searching around here that says evil, because I'm probably not very sure that would believe that I just going to be trying to do whatsoever as well. So this hopefully that would be able to be scary for very much as well for over 10 minutes. Even the backgrounds is not going to be the same as well, but the logo on top of Pizzeria over here, that wouldn't be nothing insane could be going wrong. And because of Star Butterfly and her friends are probably turned into something kind of animatronic around here. I cannot believe it. That wouldn't for something like this thing anyway. But thankfully, that will be the end of this video as well. 2 links are going to be in the description. And I wouldn't believe that one previously could be underrated as well. And no backgrounds on anything as possible that we never probably going to be able to see this like anyway. So you might able to be checking out Disney Comic Studio over here, and it was on to the description included around here. Thanks for watching and for your support, as I'm going to be signing off, and I'll talk to you mini lads and Comic Studio users all later. But whenever, have a safe and wonderful day for around here mini lads, that you don't forget. And don't forget around here, just browse some comics and anything as well you want into the description below. So thank you for watching once again that I just already said. And I'll be see you in another video once again.